Hi guys, this is a sewing tutorial slash upcycling demonstration. So recently I found this lovely wool coat on eBay. It's not perfect, but it's got plenty of wear left. It is 100% wool. It is from Talbot's. It's got some very lovely buttons in it. And I think I got a pretty good deal on it. It was only 99 cents. So basically I paid almost nothing for it and just had to pay for shipping. And for the flowers, what I'm using is just some flowers that I also found on eBay. I only ended up using less than half. So just for a few dollars plus shipping, you get these very lovely little flowers. So I would say more than anything, this project is about patience. Sewing on flowers is not very difficult at all. Very easy, very beginner level kind of stuff. What it mostly is a lot of patience. So the package of flowers that I got had 50 in it. I used less than half of them, so I would say, not counting them up, I probably used about 20 or so of these tiny little flowers. So what this project is mostly is just you putting in some very simple stitches into the coat and also into the flower. So my thought is I'm just putting a few stitches into the coat and the flower, just making sure the flower is going to be snug. It is a winter coat, and you're going to be giving it a lot of wear and tear. You're going to be taking it off and putting it on, and stuffing it into your closet. So you want to make sure you've got some pretty secure stitches on each of these flowers. And I want to make sure that the flowers are going to be situated in a somewhat even kind of way. So I'll start on one side of the flower, and then I'll do some stitching on the other side, just so the flower isn't trying to do all the work on one side of things. It might end up appearing slanted or something. So I want to make sure I do some stitching on at least two sides of the flower, just to make sure it's really going to be situated well, and it's going to look flat. So that's what I'm looking for as I'm doing each of these flowers. And I would say the biggest struggle, if you've never sewn on patches before, which is basically what these are. Patches are basically thread and glue. So you might end up, struggling trying to pierce through the thread of the patch if you're hitting glue. So it's just finding the right area really to pierce the flower to get it sewn on. So it just takes a little bit of experience and patience, a lot of patience with this particular project. I'd say the first 2 or 3 is probably going to be the most of the struggle for you if you're brand new to sewing on patches. But after you've done a couple and you've been sewing into your jacket and also into the patch, you kind of get a feel for where you need to stick your needle into the patch. You can visually see which is the area that's going to have some glue, that's going to be hard to sew into. But after the first 2 or 3, you get kind of in a rhythm, and it's not too difficult. And the other part of the patience of this project is it's about 20 little flowers, so it's just a lot of you're sewing on one, and then you're sewing on another, and you're just making sure you're spacing it out in a way that looks good. So you're just kind of taking each of these flowers kind of step by step as you're sewing them on. But I think this is a really good beginner kind of project, because you're learning how to make a few simple stitches. You're learning how to space out your flowers. You're learning how to take each of these things step by step and complete them. It's a multi-step kind of project, which I think is really good for a beginner. And for very little money and a little bit of patience, you get to have a satisfaction that you actually did a sewing project. All right, and this is just the first few that I've done, just trying to space them out. And I didn't do any kind of measuring at all. I just kind of eyeballed them as to what I thought would look good. And what I really enjoy on a project like this is completely up to you how many you want to do. You could space them out really wide, and maybe you only want to sew on like 10 little flowers, or you could just be super crazy and, purchase a whole bag full of 50 of them and just place them all over your collar. Completely up to you, and it's a very individual kind of project. right, and here is the finished project. So it has about 20 or so flowers is my guess. Again, I haven't counted them up, but that's what they kind of look like to me. And I just kind of alternated all of the colors, and I even put them on the back side of the collar, and I just think they just look pretty and bright and very much a cottagecore kind of aesthetic. And hopefully other people will just see it and go, wow, or where did you get that? And you can just tell them that you did this all of yourself. And so that's really kind of fun. All right, thank you everybody for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I hope you have a great day.